All right, let's jump right in. We are going to take a look at one of the most famous, most influential physics texts ever put to paper, the Feynman Lectures. And trust me, this is so much more than a textbook. It's a whole new way of thinking about how we learn about the universe. But first, let's start with a question I think we can all relate to. Why is it that when you hear the word physics, your brain just conjures up images of impossible equations on a blackboard? So many of us have had that feeling, right? Of just being totally lost in a sea of formulas. Well, for a very long time, that feeling was pretty much baked into how physics was taught. The whole system was kind of stuck in a rut. It was all about memorizing equations, hammering away at the math, but without ever really giving you a gut feeling for how the world actually works. That'll change, though, back in the early 1960s. That's when the legendary Nobel laureate Richard Feynman walked up to a lectern at Caltech and decided he was going to tear down that whole approach with, just a piece of chalk and a completely new way of looking at things. So let's start where he did, by looking at the problem he was trying to solve. And it was a big one. This huge gap between how physics was being taught and what it actually means to understand something. What I love about this is how clear it makes the divide. On one side, you've got the old school method, just a heavy focus on the math, on memorizing formulas, and the result? The subject became super abstract and, let's be honest, really intimidating for most people. Feynman's take on this was just so sharp. He said, look, this whole approach is completely disconnected from real understanding. It doesn't build intuition, and it basically slams the door on a huge audience of curious people. So, staring down this problem, Feynman came up with a pretty radical idea. He decided to just flip the entire script. He was going to put intuition first, before you even get to the complicated math. And this quote right here, it gets to the absolute heart of his philosophy. What Feynman was saying is that in the real world, when actual physicists are solving problems, they're not just, plugging numbers into some formula machine. No, they're using a deep, conceptual feel for the principles at play. So the question becomes, why not teach that first? He called it intuitive physics, and the idea is just brilliant. It says that real scientific knowledge isn't about how good you are at solving some crazy equation. It's about whether you can really grasp the fundamental ideas, the big picture, and see how they all come together to describe the world around us. It makes you an active part of the discovery, not just someone listening to a lecture. Okay, so we've got the big idea, but how did he actually do it in the classroom? Well, that brings us to the Feynman method and how he managed to show his students the true beauty hiding in physics. His teaching really revolved around these core ideas. He made physics accessible with these amazing analogies. He once compared figuring out the universe to watching a chess game for the first time without knowing the rules. You just watch, you notice patterns, you start guessing the rules, right? Oh, hey, it looks like the bishop only moves diagonally. And then you test that guess. He turned science from a boring list of facts into this thrilling game of guessing and checking. And his main goal through it all was just to spark a real sense of wonder. And here's a perfect example of his focus on interconnectedness. He wouldn't just teach you about, say, thermodynamics in a bubble. No way. He'd start way down at the bottom with the frantic jiggling motion of atoms. Then he'd show how that leads to chemical reactions and how those reactions scale all the way up to create the world we see and feel. Everything from the heat coming off a fire to the light that lets you see. It's all just one big, unified story. This quote just perfectly nails his view of the scientific method. He actually called it a trick, this amazing idea that we can just make a creative guess, a hypothesis, and then go and ask nature if we're right. To Feynman, science wasn't some dry, rigid process. It was this playful, profound, and totally creative dance with the unknown. Now, there is nowhere that his method was more needed or more powerful than when he decided to tackle the absolute weirdest part of physics, the quantum world. He somehow found a way to make the completely counterintuitive understandable. And just look at the massive gap between our everyday world and the quantum one. In our worlds, a baseball has a definite position. The future seems determined by the present. Looking at something doesn't change it. But down at the quantum level, an electron exists in a fuzzy cloud of probability. The world is fundamentally random. And the weirdest part? The act of observing something doesn't just reveal reality, it actually changes it. So this right here is the absolute kicker. The idea that Feynman explained with such incredible clarity. At the quantum level, the observer and the thing being observed are fundamentally linked. The simple act of looking at a particle to see where it is, well, that act forces it to pick a place to be. It's a truly mind-bending concept, and he made it accessible to college freshmen. So all of this leads us to a legacy that is still going strong today. Why is it that these lectures from way back in the 60s still matter so much? Well, the legacy is huge. His teaching style was revolutionary. It inspired generations of teachers to focus on genuine understanding. And the appeal of these lectures goes way beyond physicists. Engineers, biologists, really anyone who's just curious about how things work. They all love them. The insights themselves are timeless because the fundamental principles he taught are still the bedrock of physics. And finally, he had this incredible unified vision that just seamlessly connected the everyday world of Newton with the bizarre modern world of quantum mechanics. And really, that's what it all boils down to. This is what sets the Feynman Lectures apart. They are not just a collection of facts and equations. They are a passionate, engaging, and deeply personal celebration of the absolute beauty and wonder of physics, seen through the eyes of one of its most brilliant minds. And that kind of leaves us with one last thought to chew on. Feynman's whole approach, it wasn't really just about physics, was it? It was about learning itself. It really makes you wonder, what could any of us accomplish, in any field, if we just approached it not as a chore to be memorized, but with that same deep, profound, and playful sense of curiosity?